Get out there, Gunner. Go get him. Go get him. What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. You may be able to hear it. You may not. My sinuses, once again, are trying to kill me. So, I didn't even think I was going to be able to film today because it's just been so bad. And I think I'm going on day like 2 or 3 of no sleep. So that's always exciting. But regardless, I cannot let you guys down. And, well, we're going to put out another video today. So we're here, obviously, in my garage, which you can tell is, once again, disgustingly a mess. But we've been, like, pulling shelving out of here and moving a bunch of stuff around. So in the meantime, until I get more shelving, things are just kind of stacked on top of each other. But one of the many reasons we wanted to get the warehouse was, well, it'll give me a place to store a bunch of my extra truck parts. One of which, or I guess 4 of which, being my my set of 40s here from SEMA. I guess these side steps that nobody's bought yet. If you guys are wondering what happened to my bumper, Carlos, the guy that also has the 2016 GMC, he actually took the bumpers to put on his truck because, well, I guess when he was on the freeway the other day, a truck threw something up in front of him and it messed up his bumper. So he's got my other one. And then I gotta get this stupid missile that's just covered in dust over here. I don't know. I hit a speed bump in Mexico one time. This missile fell off. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but we'll just get that out of the garage too. And then, well, the old 7.3 out here. She's been a hardy old truck, but she's always kind of had just a little bit of like a fuel leak, not so much an oil leak. And as you can tell, hi Gunner, it's getting significantly worse. It's mostly fuel. You can see there's a little bit of oil that's come out, but these are 2 separate spots, obviously. And this was from, I think that day, the truck was maybe sitting here for maybe 2-3 hours. This was like a couple hours yesterday, created that spot. So now that it's gotten as bad as it is, I think it's definitely time to take the truck in and get that fixed because that's just too much fuel. I don't like leaking fuel because obviously, well, I can't park the truck anywhere nice because it's gonna leave a mess. So we're gonna end up probably taking this into Preston's by the end of the day. But first things first, we need to move. I don't even want to do it, but we need to move these freaking 40s. It was such a pain in the butt to stack them. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you remember when we stacked these. And it was a very quick lesson in that going to the gym doesn't make you stronger, it just makes you look better. Because these freaking things, because I learned very quickly, either I don't have the tired guy technique or I'm just nowhere near as strong as I should be. But these things suck to move. Alright, let's see if we can not get killed here. Down is going to be a lot easier than up. Now this is the worst part. I know there's a technique to it. I watched him do it. I tried to do it once. I barely got the tire up. So, well, let's just try this. There's a 2x6 right there that's probably going to end up being our route, but I got to try and redeem myself right now. I'm going to move my phone so I don't break it. All right, here goes nothing. Oh, dude, I still don't understand this. Yeah, I'm a big fan of smarter, not harder. And I'm not trying to kill myself over tires. Let's just do this. No need to throw your back out over a set of tires. So it may have been a little ambitious thinking that I could get these in plus the exhaust pieces. I wonder if I could snake it under there. Probably not. The stupid exhaust is long and huge. That's what she said. But anyways, I will say though, there was definitely no shortage of tire shine going on at SEMA. Now, aside from the oil leak, or the fuel leak, I should say, the 7.3 here runs perfectly. Like, I have 0 issues with it. I love this thing. But it's hard when you got these older trucks to keep wanting to put money into them, and knowing that like you could buy something else for the money you're putting into these old trucks. But like I said, I have a love for this thing. Now, that being said, there is another 7.3 I've got my eye on, Duramax BBQ. If we can make this sale happen, hopefully, maybe in the near future, we'll add another 7.3 to the fleet. All right, well, we are back at Work for It World Headquarters 2.0. I really need to get this, I don't know, I'm conflicted now on whether or not I should paint the warehouse gray. Number one, it's a ton of paint, it's a ton of money, but just the amount of time, or do we just leave it white? My big thing was for like photography and videography. It obviously looks better to have things, you know, like gray instead of, especially, we own a lot of white trucks, so white on white it's not that great to film, but I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we should end up painting the walls in here gray, or should we leave them white? All right, let's see if we can plow that into the back of the Mercedes. Wait. Awesome, perfect. Let it go. Keep going. Keep going. So I kind of forgot, these are actually really nice wheels. As you guys know, these are the wheels that were given to me for my truck for SEMA from Dropstar. And the reason they're not on the truck is that they're not painted up, or they're not powder coated and painted for the truck like the fuel wheels that I have. But as you guys know, I'm not a big fuel wheel fan anymore after the service and just basically the cocky attitudes on when they kept screwing my wheels up and couldn't get it right. So maybe one day at some point we'll go in and powder coat these to make them match the truck. But these are obviously 24s as well, whereas the ones that are on the truck right now are 22s. And 22s are more my style, but I have to say the 24s did look good on the truck. And maybe they'll look good on the Mercedes over here. I mean, you know, we just have to cut part of the door off. I could definitely get used to that look right there. All right, somebody sent me some 5-lug, whatever Mercedes lug pattern is, to some 8-lug adapters. And then we'll get the grinder out and we'll make these bad boys fit on here. And then we really get our off-road Mercedes that we're looking for. But I do need to get some, I need to get some bigger tires and wheels on this thing. If any of you guys have a cheap set, I don't know exactly what the lug pattern is, but if you guys can look it up for an 82 Mercedes 300 SD, and you guys have a set of cheap tires and wheels that'll fit on here, that are obviously bigger than these stock little go-kart tires that they got on here, let me know, because we need to get this thing all off-road ready. You know, we gotta, you know, I think the Baja 1000's coming up. I want to make sure we're ready for it. Then we got to get a roof rack built for it. I thought about just buying one, but for the price, we're probably just better off, cheaper to build one. Get a light bar going on it. A couple other little touches. We're gonna mount some spare tires in the back. Maybe we'll mount a 40 on the back of this thing. Oh, I hate these. Oh yeah, about 40 back here. That's a good look. Yeah, I definitely don't feel like stacking these today, so we're just gonna set them over here for now. And then we gotta get on the road, get to Preston's, because well, they're not expecting us, so we're gonna drop in and see what we can do about the old Ford. Dave's gonna be gone for like a solid week. Hold on here. Try and do this one-handed. So we may or may not get another episode of Non-Truck Guy Does Truck Reviews. But out of curiosity, how'd you guys like last, well, yesterday's, I guess, episode of that? You know, as we go on and as we do it more frequently, we're kind of figuring some things out. I know we're working on some lighting, we're working on the coloring. The audio's pretty good, and then we're working on kind of speeding up each truck review so we can get a little bit more in. But I'm curious as you guys' input. Zachariah. What are we doing to this thing, buddy?
Good old lifting kit.
What are we talking, 6-inch? A little 60?
Yep.
Sweet. It's a clean looking truck. I don't know about the Ford Ranger front end, but who copied who, Zach? Who copied who?
Well, seeing as how Chrysler sucks, we'll say Chrysler copied Ford.
Uh-oh. You heard it here first. Cisco, what do you think? Cisco doesn't care.
I like this one better.
Cisco's here just to work.
Right,
Right, Cisco?
He's like you, he's a Chevy guy.
I'm a Chevy guy.
Well, he's smart.
I really don't care about Ford guys.
No, Zach's
Got
busy.
$4 million in the Chevy and can't spend $40 on the Ford.
Well, that's where we're at now. Hey, buddy, I got an issue with the Ford that we need you for.
Okay.
Now it's leaking a ton of fuel. So we got fire.
You need to take all this shit out of it.
I need to take all what?
All the stuff I pulled out of my truck.
I need to pull all that out.
Yeah.
It's a box of crap.
This big old stupid thing.
What's that thing? Shoot, yours is already leaking.
Oh, I threw the lift pump away, but it's usually the lift pump leaks, or the hoses, or the bowl.
Randy! 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 Hey, buddy.
How about what's going on?
You're a little too big to hide behind that pole, man.
I'm
no
trying.
offense.
I'm
no
trying.
offense. Hey, so I need some pricing on some wheels and tires.
Yeah, you want some 24 by 14 hostiles?
Nope.
Okay.
I want some.
Want some
What are you doing?
Want some racing wheels for them.
I want the lawsuit that's about to happen right there. We need some for the Tahoe. So we need,
All right.
what do you think, Zach? 17s on 33s? Let's get an initial diagnostics here, Zach. Oh, I found the problem. It's not circled. It's oval.
It's not circle.
It's ovals.
Smell it.
Smell the diesel?
Smell the nitrate.
Fresh smell of leaking diesel. Ooh, that booger looks like it's leaking.
That's condensation.
That's condensation?
You're rocking
Oh,
the air conditioning on or something? You
yeah,
overheating?
it's hot out here.
Overheating?
That's why I don't work on my own truck.
Southern California.
We're chasing down my fuel leak with the air conditioning pump or whatever that is. Whoa, guy! Hey! Hey, that wasn't broken.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that looks like a lawnmower. Yeah, the air conditioning was on. It surges when the air conditioning's on. Does that mean anything?
You need a filter too.
I need a filter? An air filter?
It was all.
What?
Yeah, look, it even gives you a gauge to tell you that it was all the way over here and then I hit the button.
Well, yeah, but they need to put that gauge in the cab. Who looks under the hood? Oh, what do we got over here? Set of 40s on 24s, Toyos.
Those are the 24s in the back, and that truck should be here next week.
Was that the
12-inch
2014 Chevy it's going on, or GMC? Uh-oh.
CST kit, I think.
12-inch CST? It's pretty tall for a CST kit.
I could be wrong.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
No, I think it's Cognito.
Oh yeah, that's it.
All right, Zach,
Filters are here.
let's see what you did. What'd you do?
You could,
Oh, okay, you did your lift pump. What lift pump is that?
the I-Rate
I've never heard
diesel
of it.
performance.
Oh,
Just
diesel
go
performance.
peek up underneath their billet block, running a Bosch pump,
Oh, I like that you did the custom paint job in here. I did black on mine. I see you went white.
and then get rid of all that crap that's in the middle of yours.
Yeah, yours doesn't have the lawnmower cover. What's going on here? Oh, we got a gauge, 40 PSI.
Regulated return.
Huh. You got a lot more room in your engine bed here.
Got rid of a whole bunch of leaky crap.
Yeah, I don't want leaky crap anymore. I'm over it.
You can either do put it back and it'll last, quite a while, but it will eventually do the same thing. That's
Gotcha.
just what they do.
Here's Zach. We got 30 seconds. Give us a quick overview of your truck real quick. Everybody's wanted us to film your truck and we haven't done it yet.
Why? It's
Why?
nothing special.
Everybody loves
It's
7.3s.
like that one, only worse.
No, yours is lifted. Mine's not.
Okay, well it's got 8-inch springs, making a 6-inch kit, 6-inch drop brackets, custom radius arms, wheel spacers, which I hate, but Super Duty, 05 and up Super Duty wheels on it, 37's, GT, or is it the GTP? I forget. 38R or 38. I don't fucking know. It has 7 different parts on it.
I have no clue what you're
Quick
talking about.
spool, exhaust housing, billet wheel that I need another one because it sucked the boot in and kind of wrecked the fins. Makes about 30 pounds. I-Rate fuel system. What is it? 4-inch, 3-inch downpipe, 4-inch back with a mild toe tune.
So, it's 2-wheel drive too, right?
And it's two-wheel drive.
So Zach's truck's 2-wheel drive and it's obviously lifted, whereas, my truck's 2-wheel drive as well, and the reason I haven't lifted is because they don't make a 2-wheel drive lift kit. So Zach's got some crazy beam setup down here with some, what are they, just drop brackets?
Late 90s, early 2000s hodgepodge, but hey, the truck's lifted. So.
But it also, the reason I haven't done this is because I don't want to die going down the freeway.
Gets a little wonky when you're cruising down the freeway.
Yeah, so I'd
You
rather
do some abrupt movements, the body moves, the truck doesn't.
Yeah, so I'd rather not go with the home built crazy setup. I mean, Zach, did you buy it this way? You bought the truck this way?
You know that whole don't buy lifted trucks? You should probably listen to Ryan, don't buy lifted trucks.
So yeah, Zach bought it with this weird
Problem with that
setup.
is the frames start to crack, the rivets and the cross members get loose.
But hey,
Straight axle it.
still a
Level
7.3.
it or straight axle it. That's
Well-
kind of...
Still waiting on you to find that axle for me, Zach. So I totally forgot to mention, the last time Zach was in here fixing the lock on this door, whatever he did actually made the back window start working. This is the only window that hasn't worked since I've owned the truck. And it works again,
Progress,
buddy.
see? Progress.
Great work. That's how we do it. Killing two birds with one stone, man. All right, well, I think that's all we got scheduled here. Looks like the Ford's back in the shop again. I know, surprise, surprise. But hopefully it is just replacing that lift pump. We're just gonna run a new factory lift pump in it. And yeah, hopefully that takes care of that and makes it as easy. I don't want to put too much money into that Ford because, like I said, there's a possibility there might be a new 7.3 coming into our lives. And at that point, that one should be four-wheel drive, and then we'll be able to do a lot more cool stuff with it versus continually pumping money into this one and not being able to really lift it. So with that, guys, we're gonna wrap up this video. I know I say it all the time and it never happens, but I'm guessing this video was a short one. But like I said, it's pretty good considering I didn't even plan on you know, filming a video today because I just felt so crappy, and then I have a wedding to go to in about an hour, so it's gonna be an exciting rest of the day. But good thing is, you know, we should get the Ford all dialed in. Hopefully one of you guys out there has a set of wheels and tires for the Mercedes. Hopefully we see a new 7.3 coming soon, and then hopefully we get the Tahoe lifted soon as well. So we got a lot of stuff to come. So if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button now that we do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, aka a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.